Well, hello, welcome to a road for my subscribers. Hope you're all doing well. Now, it's last time we were on here, we built a kitchen where we can get food, as well as a dining room. I can't remember if I finished up the kitchen or not. I'll have to double check that. I could probably use some more details in it at some point, but I think for now we'll just leave it. And it feels like, is it connected well here? Maybe I should have some sort of doorway or something here, potentially. I might do something like this. Might even just fill a whole bunch of this in. Just do like a single door into it, since this is kind of like a side entrance. I think that'd be good. We're gonna do a similar thing we did with this. We have a trap door. I got a door. What door do we want to do? I feel like a solid door would be great. Let me just do this one. Yeah, it could work. Now, question is, can I put this on top of that, right? I can. Okay, there we go. Ooh. Don't know why I had a little bit of lag there, but hey. It's not too bad, I guess, for now. Maybe it could use some plants. Make it look a little better. I need a potted plant, the flower pot. There we go. These ones are going to be shorter, I guess, since there's not enough space to do the too high. I think like just that little bit of detail makes it look nicer. And maybe we even actually do a lantern. I don't really have lanterns elsewhere, but I feel like that just kind of works for this one. That doesn't feel quite right. I kind of like that. Unsure. Maybe we do a stair. Me. We do it this way. Feels a bit strange. Hey Dante, welcome to the stream. Thanks for popping in. Hope you're doing well. Stream looks good? Glad to hear it. Alright, well, I think I did a little bit of fiddling that I want to do there. But now we're actually going to pop over here and start working on the new project that I decided to do for today. Which will be something that comes from the Making Secret of Mana world. I want to build the cliffside along here. I think that would look really cool. So we gotta get the block palette, which is gonna be, I think it was granite, a little bit of dripstone, and then it was raw iron. So let's grab those. Where's dripstone? Am I just blind? Guess I'll search it. And that means we also need to make like a river. Like I like the idea of this no content zone, is what I've dubbed it, to be like hidden in the mountainside, cliffside. So there'll be like a cave entrance here. So I guess we'll just start building. And we might have to do a bit of fiddling to make this area look good. Because I still want these numbers at least visible. So we'll get just like a basic arch going here. So something like that to get started. And just kind of build off that. So you'll be able to like see it when you're coming down this way, but okay. think that's a good start, and I think I might just do a ton of granite first and then come back in and put in all the other materials. Do 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 do. I'm about to get some light in here for sure. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Kind of just do a bit of random pattern here for now. Do 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 do. And I might even do some other cave entrances at some point, because I could always break the wall out later, so just gotta keep building, I guess. Do we have something substantial? I gotta figure out how high I want this to go. Because if I do make this really high, it's gonna block that, which it already kind of does, but I think that'll be okay, because you'll like go through here, and when you reach the other side, as you go through the cave, then you'll see it. So I think what we'll end up doing with this cliffside is actually have it on both sides. So it'll be a pretty long project, actually. Probably not like all the other projects have been in this world so far, where most of them I tend to get done in a stream. Do 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 do. Ba ba ba. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Yeah, I think I have like a bunch of like mossy stuff to do for this clip as well at some point. Okay. Bop, 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 bop. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Take this back a little bit because I want to have just little bits of the face like going in and out so that there's a lot more depth to this cliffside. Makes quite a bit of difference. Okay, sweet. Do 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 do. Actually, I kind of like that idea of pushing like a. Have this one little spot. Let's have like a divot. Do, 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 do. I think I'm doing this a little different than I've done the one in the past, but I think I'll do this. Yeah, just change that up just a little bit. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Yeah. Yep, do. It's a silly habit that I tend to do. Even when I did streaming before, it was actually funny because me and Skunky was a guy, other creator I was doing stuff with on the design card. We would both start doing it sometimes. Like at the exact same time, which is always funny. Kind of curious how much of this I'll actually get built. Do have a 3-hour stream ahead of me, so should be able to get a decent amount done, especially where I'm not being too specific about how I'm doing things. I can do like little details like that here and there that'll kind of help. I guess this wall is also not exactly the same as that, except there should be some like curves to it. It's not quite as curved. It's alright. It's the same palette and it's a similar build style. I'm actually not fully sure the method I used to build the other one. I think once I start doing different layers, that might help. Especially if we're going to have it kind of curved back some. Because there is kind of a secondary thing for this world, is building builds from previous worlds or other streams and things like that. Just kind of a... almost like it's a history of my time on YouTube is more or less the concept for this. On top of being something for all of my viewers. Oops. This is an interesting cliffside, I have to say. Not exactly sure. Okay, I'm gonna pop into the other world real quick because I wanted to double check and see how I did that one to see like what's the difference right now. Because this is the one I'm building it off of. Oh, and it's mostly iron, so that's probably part of it. Oh, there's a lot more depth to it as well. Okay. Good to know. So I need like more depth. More depth, huh? So like right here, I need to go like back a bit. I think even just doing that will probably, yeah, that definitely helps. We're gonna have a bit more outward depth as well. So multiple directions of depth. So it's gonna help this. So I can take these, push them back more. So it's like here. And the fact that it's granite instead of the raw iron probably makes a big difference. Yeah, you can already tell a difference between this section and like these other sections. Definitely need to bring some more forward depth as well. Yeah, just that little bit helps a ton. Okay, so like this space needs more. There we go. It's looking better. Maybe we push this back and then push this bit back some. Okay, much better. So like here we can get some more depth in. Maybe even push this back some. And then we could bring this forward a bit more. There we go. Do, 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 do. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. There we go. Okay. It's definitely feeling much better. This one's a little bit crazier of a wall than what I did previously, but I think that will be okay. So like right here, we'd want to have some more depth in it. Don't really need that there. Do, do, do. Something like that. This feels like it needs some more there. Yeah, okay. Definitely better to have the depth. At least like, was that 3, 4 layers? It's about 4 layers. And having a little bits of the Cliffside kind of come out a bit more here is going to help, I think, a lot. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, so this feels like a little too much. I think better to keep kind of that as a flat line. Yep, definitely. Okay, cool. We'll just kind of keep going. I'll just kind of put some lines down. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. Yeah, just a bit of randomness. Gotta do occasionally do some longer and shorter bits. I'll just take this until it gets all the way to the edge here. This is probably going to end up being a bigger wall than what's actually on the Let's Make Secret of Mana world. Which is kind of funny. Hey, Boki, welcome to the stream, man. It's been a little bit. I hope you're doing well. I am doing pretty good. I decided to work on bringing in the Let's Make Secret of Mana Cliffside into this world to kind of like add more emphasis to the no content zone. Have it be in like a dark cave. Doing good. Spent the whole day making a fortress. Oh, really? In Minecraft, or did you actually do some other medium? Da, da, da. An actual igloo. You can see it in Tenro's Discord. Oh, okay, cool. I'll have to check that out. Cool things to share, I'm guessing? Ah, nice. That's cool. It's been a while since I've played in the snow like that. I was half intending to do that this winter, but it hasn't... It's been a pretty calm winter. So I haven't had the opportunity to do anything in the snow. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Alrighty. Oh, did you see Tenro's last stream? He actually finished up that last chapter that you were looking forward to. Do, 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 do. Want this to go back. No, I didn't because I thought, that's okay, no worries. Did you fight the Snatcher? I only caught a few like bits and pieces of it, so I was a little busy myself. Go back, sounds good. Alright, that's quite a bit of a clip so far. Alright. Ah, my nose is attacking me. There we go. Do 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 do. Da 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 da. Do 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 do. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Okay. He did not fight the Snatcher. Ah, okay. He may have been waiting for you to see it. Alright. Did you hear that Trump is talking about mixing Canada and Greenland? I have heard of that, yes. Yeah, Penner's an awesome guy. Do 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 do. I'm not sure if he's gonna succeed with Canada, but definitely Greenland if you think about it. Honestly, I think we should just the entire world should be one place. Like, I don't know why we're waiting so long to figure that out. Because the sooner we start doing that, the sooner we'll get used to doing that. Because the whole border and race thing is, in my opinion, just ridiculous. An unnecessary separation. Because you can still like honor your culture of your background and stuff without having to be separated like that. So. You know, the sooner we start actually working together as, you know, humans, things will go much better for everybody. I don't think that's plausible in the long term because there's a lot of cultures and stuff like radical Islam and Christianity that just don't get along. They will, if they made efforts to. Because the first thing you do is you have respect. If you respect everyone, it works out. Because I give allowance for people to be where they are. I totally think it's possible. Especially if it starts getting taught and encouraged among the current generations, they will then teach that to the next generation, which will then allow it to be more and more possible the more that happens. The biggest thing is kind of, I would say, just letting go of your pride. Respectfully disagree? Sounds good. Though I am of a opinion of everything being possible, not possible, so... Not that I don't get wanting it, though, because I do get it. Yeah. Well, if more people want it, it's even higher likely that it will happen. Because I would honestly say I don't think there's really bad people out there necessarily. There's just people who have been raised to do things that are not considered good by most people. Like, I think it's a product of the environment. Hope the stream goes well. Good luck with the build. Hope you're going for now. Alright, sounds good, Dante. Thanks for joining, man. Hope you have a wonderful day. Or evening. Forget the time zones. And also, being Christian, you have to understand the only instance I believe it would work would be the world is ruled by an Antichrist. I've had some interesting discussions with people about, you know, kind of just like the origin of existence, and in my mind I see everything is technically the same story, just written in a different flavor. Yeah, it kind of makes me want to see how they align. Yeah. Because I feel like, and this is me making it very simplistic though, because like any sort of like origin story has a being or a thing of which all of creation came from. So that right there is the very base level is the same, but I know that's putting it very simplistic. And I tend to think very simplistically about a lot of things, because I don't see the reason to overcomplicate things. And if that means they're all based on one story, it's not necessarily they're all based. Well, actually, it's possible. I'd say that it could all be based on one story, because like it could have been 5 people saw like the origin, for example, but then they wrote it differently, you know, because it came from the different perspectives, or people interpret it differently. Fun fact: every culture has their own global flood story. So there's a high likelihood that has happened, like that really did happen then. Especially when you keep seeing weak repeats of things. That kind of, in essence, proves itself. Went from Trump annexing Greenland to the one world government to patterns in religion. I feel like that all kind of coincides though. Because in a sense he is moving towards a, you know, united global, like, everyone together, you know? And religion is, in themselves, are countries not based within countries, in my opinion. Like, they are large organizations of peoples and followers. So there would have to be a change in that to some degree as well. Because I imagine, like, even though there's like that attempt to have religion and like government separated, I don't think there's that much separation as we think there is. Hey, Bird, welcome to the stream, man. It's been a little while. Hope you're doing well. Glad to see you back. Real quick, I will say the only ones who would have a say in the whole Greenland thing would be Europe, but you could guess how that would work. Yeah. I guess I am of a mind of more join together, work together for progress as a whole. Benefit everybody rather than neglecting or oppressing others. Because if you look at it, us as humans, we all face the same future. Like, it's what's ahead of us. So the sooner we work together, the easier it'll be to handle it. US, you can't have Greenland, okay, but you can't have the millions upon millions of dollars I give you to spoil brats. How much you gonna pay me? The Chihuahua! All the Chihuahuas. What you been up to, Bird? I think it's been a couple weeks since I've seen you. The Cliffside is coming along pretty good, I'd say. This one's going to be slightly different in the fact that the base texture is granite versus the iron blocks that I did in the other world. Personally, I don't see a problem with borders. I believe nations can cooperate better, some more than others, but there's nothing wrong with a little competition. Yeah, I could say that, like, the competition is good in some ways, like, because it spurs you on. I guess it's just because of me as an individual. I'm not very much of a competition type person, unless it's like just for fun, you know? I don't have like a seriously competitive side. I've made some sort of pattern there. I don't know why. My brain felt the need to do so, and that doesn't help it. Let's do this. That should break it up. Yep. And then this one, we could do maybe something like this. There we go. Now it doesn't look like a repeated pattern much. Maybe this bit. There we go. Itchy nose. Ah. Not too much. There we go. Canada would be harder for the US to acquire than Greenland, but I hope that Trump pulls it off so I can visit your friend without worrying about border police, right? See, that'd be one of my kind of like conflicts with borders, is that it limits the availability for people to experience more of the world, have interactions with people they're never going to be able to meet just because a border is restricting them from doing so. Like, as an example, my girlfriend's Chinese, so it's harder for her to come to the US than it is for me to go to China. It'd be nice if that wasn't so much of an issue. Oh yeah, that was who I went with on my Thailand trip. We weren't dating at the time, but we dated in the past. So we reconnected through the Thailand trip. And thanks for the congratulations. I'm actually going to be meeting her parents when I go. I'll be going at the end of the month, so I will be making a post about that, so people are aware that I'll be gone for just over a month. Yeah, we dated like 6 years ago, so it's been quite a long time. We definitely have grown up and matured a lot. Thank you, appreciate it. So it's funny, whenever people tell me good luck, it's like I don't need luck because I make my own. So I am more of the opinion that I get to direct and decide how my life goes. So things like luck is like, the gesture's appreciated, but not necessary. Let's do a bit more of a different shapes, because we've been kind of ignoring doing interesting shapes here, so I think getting some more depth with that would help a lot. There we go. I think I need more of the depth on some of the higher and lower levels, probably. So like this one we can bring back quite a bit. Maybe like right here. And just kind of have this one go all the way up like that. And these can do something like that. There we go. Oh yeah, I get that. Sometimes people being super nice to me makes me uncomfortable. I don't care why. I'm not trying to be rude, it just makes me anxious. Yeah, I can imagine if you've had people be nice to you in the past and then they've changed how they interact with you. It makes you wary of people when they're like that, because they are exhibiting the same behavior that you had before, but then you got basically your emotions betrayed, so I get that. Don't get you started on that. No worries. I've got a pretty good sense for stuff like that, so. And it can be a very sensitive subject for a lot of people. I actually have social trauma because I dealt with people like that constantly in high school. Yeah, and I imagine that's where a lot of people have social trauma from, is high school, because kids who have been taught how to do things just a specific way and not many other ways tend to just do rather mean things to other kids, so. And I think it's often not taken as seriously by adults, so. Kids can be evil because they have not established a very solid sense of themselves and how they affect other people. And a lot of very young people tend to still be in a selfish state because they haven't learned anything besides that. That. Aha. Just something like this for that one. I'd like to get some more unique shapes in here. Maybe you can push this back some, even do one of these indents. Something like that. Sure. I feel like this needs to go back more though. That's want just a little bit more depth on that side. There we go. It's feeling pretty good so far, I think. I actually want to kind of see how this looks from back here. Well, that's going to be kind of cool to have just this cliffside here. Divider wall from the kind of this section to that section. Which is a very cool, like symbolically, you know? Like, because there was this stage of wanting to do content, but never really sitting down and doing the content. So there was like that cliff getting up on top of, and the way I'm doing the cliff in Secret of Mana is it's a flat surface on the top. So you like kind of get up to that top point and kind of stay there, and you climb back down and get back to the path kind of thing. I feel like I've been seeing a lot of like symbolism in a lot of things recently too. Like seeing more depth to even the simplest things. Okay. It all looks awesome. Yeah. Like this world is quite satisfying because it's been built block by block, you know? And it's like I was mentioning at the beginning of the stream, this is kind of like a history of my time on like doing content, so because like I have aspects from all sorts of different series and stuff, which is really fun. I remember these crystals being out of sync and it was driving me crazy. I think I saw, yeah. Oh no, they actually have, oh, they've changed their, I guess whenever you load in, it changes when they're bouncing up and down. That's good to know. Because before there was two of them that were like perfectly in sync and the rest weren't. It was driving me crazy. I want this one to be a little different here and have it kind of come out more on its own. Alright. Oh, it was pretty fun. I actually streamed my hardcore world the other day from Hardcore Sundays back like 2.5 years ago, 3, however long it was. It's kind of cool to be back in that world after such a long time. Okay. Almost got this one finished. Probably need to do this bit. Something like that. There we go. Nice. Now we gotta go the other way. And at some point, potentially build the cliff on the other side as well. Much cliff to do. Maybe I should do some stuff like this too, where it like has a much more rigid edge, maybe? I don't know. You gotta go? Alright. Good night, man. Thanks for dropping into the stream. Hope you have a wonderful night. Catch you later. Always appreciate having you drop in. Alright, there we go. Ah, don't want to jump off the cliff. Hello, wandering trader. Having fun out here? Still have a lot of space in this section to do things with. And I do have some cool ideas I want to do later, but I'm waiting to do those for in the future. I don't want to start up anything quite yet. I feel like I came up with a pretty entertaining title for this stream. It was intriguing, but also it is very accurate because this is inspired by the Cliffside from another world, so totally makes sense. Alright. I kind of wish I would have made a smoke sensor light up things, like as you run down the path, the road, like it lights up and stuff, but how much do we have in here? I wonder if I can set up a command block to refill those. That's so trippy seeing the sun through the glass right there. Something like that could be good. Just a little bit of a difference. Much Cliffside. This is a great one for building like a waterfall or something. I feel like this cliffside is a bit different than this cliffside. because this has a lot smaller sections. This one's got some bigger sections in it, but that's alright. It adds uniqueness to the mountain. My attempts to be random are not as random as they feel like they are. I do tend to keep doing these patterns here of like same height little slots. I do most of the slots at the higher elevations. I don't do as many here. The lower elevations, so let's make sure we get one in here. I'm gonna make this one, but I'll do this like that. That'll make it a much more interesting. I think I'm doing enough of like curved or angled things right now. So it's being very straight up and down for a lot of it. I have some. Okay. It's a bit better than I feel like I am. This feels a bit weird here. Let's do this. This would probably help. Give this one more depth. So I don't think I'm doing very many like the 4 depth ones here. Yeah, not so much. This probably could benefit from that. Yeah, just gives that just that tiny bit of layer difference. Okay. Do. As far as endgame goes, we're almost 5 months in this world. Calendar is definitely still something on my list I want to get to at some point. I've mentioned it several times now. I don't like it being all plain white. Putting some different color in there would make it look so much nicer. Do do. Do do. Do, do, do. Okay. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Okay, I'm gonna do this. And push it back even a little bit more. That'd be good. Whoop. Okay. Yeah, I think that's something like that looks better. Yeah, definitely. Okay. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 da 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 da. Okay, how much further do we got? A little ways to go. With this one wall, it's taking about, I guess, an hour to put in that whole section, roughly. Do 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 do. Do, 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 do. Yeah, sure. Put that in there. Yeah. Okay. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. I feel like I need something like that there to help with the depth a little bit more. Yeah. Do, do, do. Ba, ba, ba. Da, da. Do, do. Oh. I like this playlist, but sometimes it makes me sleepy. Okay. After we get this wall in, we can come back through and texture with our raw iron and our dripstone. I'll just add a whole nother layer of detail to it. Let's push this one back. It's that little bits of depth. Just for some reason that improves it a lot. I'm kind of curious for people who take a bit more of a like artistic approach to Minecraft, where they actually apply art like methods and things, like how they think when they do builds and things like that, because like they're like conscious of like the composition and the lighting and stuff like that. I feel like depth's kind of like a simple one you can kind of mess with. There's a square there. No good idea. Squares are a no-go. But I do have... This looks like a set of feet. There we go. Probably a little hard to see because it's so dark, but... We gotta let the day continue to move forward. I gotta remember if... Yeah, is this in spawn chunks? I don't know if I've tested this, whether or not he can... Oh, he's not even in his bed. Villager? Calendar, are you here? Did you get stuck somewhere? Well, that's not good. You did get stuck. No, it's not good. You shouldn't be getting stuck, Calendar. Then you're not properly keeping track of the day for me. Okay, nope. Go around. Go around the... Why do you insist on going there? Why into the table? You're supposed to be... Hey! You dislike. Welcome, Best. How you doing, man? Alright, Calendar. Yep. Go do your job. I don't know how many days it's got all messed up. What do you dislike for? Do. Hmm. Do. Hmm. Do. I feel like YouTube should have the dislike option have a required section to fill out in the comments of why you're disliking something, so that the creators can have effective feedback. Because just a dislike it's not enough information. It doesn't tell me anything. So YouTube is kind of a weird thing where, like, I guess the comments section is like the best place you can have like to interact if you're not like on a live stream. I feel like there should be more integration for that where you can get better feedback about things. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. I guess because my view on dislikes is basically it's like, I don't like this. And like, that's all the information you get. That's all you understand. It's like, okay, well, why did you dislike it? Did this person say something you didn't like? Is the content misleading? I feel like there needs to be a more valid backup for that. Or not backup, but reinforced background for it or something. There's words I'm trying to use, but I can't think of the words. I'll have to check back in the stream if my time's actually accurate. I might need to actually not have calendar be as free as he has been if he's getting stuck on trapdoors, or I guess redesign the table. Which is not preferred because I really like the table designs. Do, 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 do. And I guess also I have another opinion of the dislikes. It should be if you dislike something, then you simply just leave and not interact. Unless you want to give like actual feedback about why you don't like it. Ba, 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 ba. She didn't want that there? Okay. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. All right, I think, am I doing good on the depth? Yeah, it's not too bad. I feel like I should get rid of that. Those are on a different level, so I think it's okay, maybe? Or do I want this? No, I think it's good to have like that shadow from that. Yeah, that's okay, I'll leave it. Almost there. It's a lot of Cliffside to build. Alright. Oh, I did a pattern. Gotta fix that. There we go. That's not an obvious pattern. I feel like I want this spot to go back a bit. Doo-doo, doo-doo, doo-doo. There we go. Yeah. I'm doing a lot of two patterns here, it seems like. And I'm not doing indents down here much. There we go. Yeah, I think that's okay. I think maybe here needs... something like that. Maybe that? I don't know. Feels a bit strange. I feel like I should do this. Yeah, that feels a bit better. Okay. This corner. Wanted traders are checking it out. Yeah. Ba, 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 ba. Okay. Oof. This is a tough build, honestly. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Meh. Let's take this layer back. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. There we go. Do do do. No. There we go. Very quiet song. At the very end. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do do. So close to being done with this. Okay, there we go. And maybe break out like those. I do think another kind of thing about the whole dislike thing is people who don't do YouTube don't understand the context of what that means. How that makes it less likely for creators to be seen. Though I'm probably small enough, it doesn't really matter too much. I don't have a wide enough audience for it to have a big impact. Why am I tired? Why so tired? Okay. Other one button's right there. Sometimes my brain gets stuck in doing a certain pattern and then trying to undo the pattern confuses the brain. Okay, almost there. Okay. Finally, there we go. We got the whole Cliffside in for that section. It might be good to also grab some glow lichen. We can kind of sprinkle that in as we're going back through. It'll give it some light while it's dark. And just start on one side and just work our way over. And the idea is to kind of do strips of this. To like different sections, do like the area that's completely connected. So something to that effect. And I think I wanted I think the dripstone and the granite were supposed to be kind of lesser amounts. Something like that. As we mix in a bunch more, this will be definitely a different fill because of the texture difference. I could go through and replace it all with the iron and then go back through, which I might do. I think I might do that, honestly. So I might just go take a couple blocks out this way so I can grab this thing and say fill. And then go like over here a ways, like maybe to this point or something. And then I can do that, and I can say I think I want the raw iron first. Replace the granite. Yeah, let's see how that looks. Yeah, I do think that is a better texture. And it makes it more accurate as well, so we'll stick to that. Not exactly sure how far I can go. Let's see if I can go like this far. So raw, iron block, replace, granite. Nice, okay. I guess I can technically use this coordinate to get started. And then just go all the way to the other end, and I should be able to replace the rest of this. Grab the raw iron block, replace, granite, boom. Okay. So now we can go back through and do our texturing. I guess we can just start over here now since we're all the way over here already. And then we do basically is replace this line with some granite. And maybe this line here with granite. So just do like strips here and there. And as it kind of add that in, it slowly adds in a bunch of texturing that makes this looks much better when it's got that in there, that's for sure. We do have to kind of make sure it looks connected all the way through. For spots that it has, like I had to make sure I change that one for it to make sense. I think I'm gonna grab these two and change those. And possibly this. That would be good. Got those 3 blocks. Maybe these. Okay. And this Z shape here. And then like those 2 bits. And then maybe one up like back here. Do that. There we go. So that already has improved it a ton. So do this section. And then I think I want to have it kind of have some sort of flow for that. Yeah, I think that's good. Maybe we'll do this section. It's not too bad. Let me replace this. So enough of that? I think it is, because then we'll come back through and add in the dripstone, so that'll fill in a lot more of the space that feels like it's kind of missing. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. And we can do like another pass after we've done all the granite bits. What do you mean, huh? So I don't know, do I want to have... I don't know if having these shapes are good or not. Because I did a lot more straight lines in the other world. Well, we'll just keep going with it for now, and we'll see how it kind of turns out. Let it sit for a bit, and still feels weird. I can always change it later. Grab these. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. Do. I think I'm doing a lot like bigger strips than I've done in the past. So that may be a bit weird if I keep doing it this way. I gotta consider that. How's it looking from afar right now? It's got texturing, and I think once I get like the moss in there as well, that'll help a lot. Alright, maybe I'll just get the moss. Just put a big layer of moss on the top right now. That'll help some. I think I'll just do basically this. And then we'll zoom over to like here or something. I'm gonna attempt to do the entire thing. We'll see if it'll let me. This is probably too many blocks. Oh, it actually wasn't too much. Nice. And then I can do a bit of trimming here and there. Just break up a few bits so that it doesn't look so flat. So I don't know if I should have the moss hanging over or not. I have to consider that. At the very least helps break it up from the top, but I still think it's a bit off. May have to continue to mess with this until it gets to a state where it feels better. Okay, let's kind of take a look at that to see. There was a hole up there I didn't fill in. I think it's okay for the moment. I think when I actually put in the second layer of the cliff, it'll help a ton. Because like this line's a very clear, like it's too like I guess abrupt with the blue and the green. And that may be a part of why it feels so. And I think it's too symmetrical as well, so I need to kind of fiddle with it. Might be good for me to check the source material. Let's just double check and see what we did real quick, just to get an idea. Because I think, yeah, because it was this, there was a lot more in an, oh yeah, and then there's like these little bits that come up. That would help. Okay. So I have some of the rocks come over, up and over the cliff, or the edge of it will help. Okay, I'll keep that in mind for later. Let's just get back to adding in some more of the granite. Do, 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 do. This. Do, do, do. Ba, 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 da, da. Okay. Maybe this. How's that looking? It's getting dark, so it's gonna be hard to see, but let's now make our way over here and start doing a few bits over here. Yeah, the darkness you cannot tell. Guess I could try adding a little bit of glow lichen. Might help. I want to do them in patches though. Maybe like a bit here, something like that. Just a little bit of light reflecting off the cliffs would help a ton, for sure. Yeah, having the glow lichen in there also gives like some vegetation to the area. Excuse me. There we go, it just subtly lights up the area. Are mobs on here? No. Do I not have mob spawning on? I don't think I have mob spawning on right now. Okay, I definitely don't, because there would be mobs everywhere. Silly, silly me. Yep. Darkness does definitely make this harder to tell what I'm actually, where I've actually got all the color in it. Do 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 do. It's looking pretty cool actually with the little bits of highlight and the glow lichen. Like it. Do. Yeah, it can be that dark. Yeah, let's get a better view now. We've got the daylight coming up. I think the dripstone is actually very subtle because it's similar colors to like the darkened tones that are in the back. Can I tell where there is dripstone and where there's not? Yeah, it is pretty obvious actually. Maybe a little bit right there could be good. And let's make this dripstone. Maybe this section can all be dripstone. 3 bits right there. Definitely need more dripstone. Just like that. Okay, maybe some glow lichen in this area. A little bit up here. It's like glowing moss is basically what this is. A little bit up here. How's that looking? Yeah, and then just the boss also just adds a tiny bit of color difference. Okay. I think I am feeling a little tired today, so I think I'm gonna call it off just a little early. But thanks for watching.